Yes, good evening, Dixieland Pinball Nation. This is Nathan Braden, owner-operator, Dixieland Pinball, located outside of Clinton, Tennessee. Just want to shoot you a quick video tonight, guys. I've had several people that have contacted me since the last video concerning the shutting down the shop and things that were going to be available. And just want to do a little quick shot around of some things I've got working here. As you can see, it's just complete and utter chaos of stuff I've got set around that needs to be worked on and things of that nature, and things of that available here. You just get a brief look at kind of what's here, and I'm going to take a quick walk. The lighting isn't very good here. I've got a couple of stages of lights down throughout the rest of the shop, so you're not going to be able to get a good look back through here, but just give you an idea of what's in here and what I'm battling right now and trying to work through. You can see just all different kinds and styles of games that are here. These are recently brought in. Here's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here is another Malibu. There is a Pat Hand. There is a Big Indian. And as you can see through here, literally rows and rows and rows of games. Just endless. Bingos, EMs, flippers of all types. If I can get down through here. Heads, the bodies are on the other side. And you can see through here just an enormous amount of flippers. Here is a Stern Lightning, the first two layer playfield by Stern. And here's a Disco Fever. It's Gottlieb, I believe that's a Silver Slugger. And here is a rare wide body Williams Contact. There's a, looks like a Chicago coin, possibly a High Flyer. Here's a very nice County Fair machine that my mentor Hugh built years ago before he passed. And here is a Paragon, and appears to be a Lost World. And there's a Duck Hunt back there. Just more and more games that are loaded in here. Here is a Wingding, which is a very rare reverse wedge head by Williams. I've got playfields sitting around here. Here is all kinds. Here's a Dolly glass, back glass laying here. Getting in the dark side over here, guys, you can't really see a lot. I'll do my best to get a better video tomorrow. But as you can just see all the way down through here, maybe you can't, but it's just row after row of games. Code machines, bowlers, disc parts. Here's a bowling alley, a 16-foot Princess bowler, and all sorts of stuff in here. And I'll get a better view tomorrow, but I'm over here late. As usual, I don't sleep much anymore, so I'm in here pretty late now trying to grasp what I can do to get the business back up and running. Here's a Flight 2000 that I see over there by Stern, and I know there's a Capcom Sure Shot, a Break Shot I mean, in here, and here's a Beach Time, and here's Captain Fantastic, and some other stuff. And as we go back through, I know some people have contacted me about specific games that they've seen in the background of some of my videos. I've remodeling the house front to back, top to bottom, so a lot of my games in my collection, I had about 8 games in the house, got moved over here today. My friend Keith helped me move that. So the ones I have lit up, I want to show these to you. These are some that I will probably maintain the collection, and depending on where I go physically down the road, I don't know how much room I'm going to have if I do move and retire somewhere else. I don't know yet. So here's a Lethal Weapon 3, very nice machine. It's my first DMD screen. That's a Data East. And my Pride and Joy, now keep in mind the ones I'm showing you that lit up are not for sale. And this is a Devil's Dare that I picked up by Steve Kirchen, brought this to me down out of Canada. I went on a very long, extensive hunt to find this game. That's a 1982 Devil's Dare. And it is a limited edition because it has the actual, you can see it there, kind of like a snakeskin type side rail and door. And absolutely beautiful machine. You can see the flipper, the spinners. This is a very controversial subject themed game that that Gottlieb put out in the 80s, and a lot of people shunned away from it. As you can see, it is a very menacing looking machine. That is not for sale. This one I picked up early on in the business. I first saw this game down in Aladdin's Castle in Myrtle Beach. I was probably, I don't know, 14, 15 years old. This is 1980 Stern, another wide body, big game. Greg Kincaskey up in near Lake Erie up in Pennsylvania. Solon Heights, Ohio. Picked this up for me, and you can see it's a beautiful example. A strange 4-flipper configuration, wide body, extremely fast machine. Also in my Holy Grail collection and not for sale. And of course, the anchor pin of my collection, and one that probably they'll bury me with, is this really rare 1983 Zaccaria Farfalla, however you want to pronounce it. It's an Italian-made game. As you can see, the color. This video does not do this game justice, folks. It's just absolutely magnificent. Just look at that. The colors. A very impressive machine. Plays well. Thank you, Ryan Stroh, Chicago, Illinois, January of this year. Snagged that for me, and I went up and picked him up. So this is a game that really started off for me. This is actually the very first pinball machine I ever come across. My brother many years ago had bought it. It played well. He got it dirt cheap. It is a game plan, sharpshooter. It broke down. He didn't want to fool with it. I took it, taught myself electronics, bought a manual, basically taught myself how to repair pins with this machine. A very difficult game. I want to thank Jim Francelangeli, I think that's his name, up in Echo Lake Pinball up in Upper Ohio, who built the board for this machine to get this game up and running. I hope you're looking at this, Jim. It's still playing after all these years. Magnificent machine. It's been in my house, but now it's over here at the shop, so where it'll stay. This is a beautiful Gottlieb Jax Open. I don't know that I've got a better looking wedge head. This is an original cabinet. This is a 1977 machine. As you can tell, it's absolutely magnificent. Beautiful machine. That's an original paint, glass, apron. This thing has not been touched. I haven't even touched it since I brought it in here. A very special machine for unmentioned reasons. It will never leave my collection just for that purpose only. It will stay with me probably till I pass, or it will go to the person that I will it to that really I think would appreciate it. And last is a Gottlieb Atlantis. Very hard machine to find, very rare. Glass is trashed, the head's trashed, the cabinet's trashed, but I really did the playfield up. One of the first games I kind of worked on, learning this business, and I kept it. It is a really hard title to find. Plays well. It's stuck in tilt. Something about me moving it over here today, it's stuck in tilt and it would not come on. But I will probably have another 5 or 6 or 7 games brought over here within the next week as I begin to claw back into the business some, get some work out, and start enjoying the fruits of my labor a little bit here. I don't get to play them very often, but I'm now moving them into the shop, out of the house, as the house is being completely remodeled, flooring, ceiling, I mean the whole 9 yards. It's going to be a completely redone house. But I wanted to show this because I've had a lot of people ask me, Nathan, what do you play when you play? Do you own games yourself? And this is just a portion of the ones I have set up. I have I have a Williams Flash that is mine, that I will not part with. The Hulk back there is mine. I will not part with. I have a few more on the other side over there. A Paragon. I have a couple of Paragons, so I will keep one of those. Mata Hari that I want to put together and keep for my collection also. And probably 3 or 4 more. I'll have to look on the list. To be honest with you, folks, I don't know what I have. I think I have a Black Knight over there and a few other things. But keep in mind, when the ad posts on Facebook Marketplace, it will have a complete list of everything that will be for sale. If the game is not on that list and you see it in some of these videos, just know that it is not for sale for various reasons, and it possibly being that someone has brought this here to be serviced. Here's a head I've been working on for a baseball machine for a gentleman down in Mississippi. And as you can tell, as we get into the bulk of this business sale, just an enormous amount of stock that's here. Motors, total assemblies for bingos, totally new motors, boards of all different kinds. You know, there's a Rotten Dog System 1, complete sets of displays, coin doors, screws, back glasses that you can see in the brown paper that have never been in machines. I've probably got 50 or 75 brand new glasses that's never been in machines from various games. Big Gun's mine, Evel Knievel's mine, but those will be for sale soon. And then you can begin to see the enormous amount of wooden legs and standard legs of all sizes for different models. Parts I've accumulated over the years. Here's front rails, rails for bingos, front rails for standard flippers. Here's bingo rails. As you come back here, here's an old ancient early 50s United Bolero. That's the incorrect glass, but that is original Bolero. I think Mike Glotta up in Pennsylvania has the only other one besides that. I've been told that's an extremely rare museum piece game. And you can just begin to see just what I'm facing here, everybody, as I'll start to try to figure out what I'm going to do with all this stuff. You know, here's a bowler, a ski bowler, and there's an Argosy, 4-player Argosy. You know, metal doors. Again, back glass collection is just endless. I mean, I'm sorry for the poor quality. The lighting here is terrible. But you can just start to see what I'm trying to handle by myself along with everything else in my life. That's just crazy. To try to begin to wrap my mind around what I was in here. And I'm starting to find stuff I didn't even know I had, folks. And that right here is just rows of flipper machines. And as I pan out, you can see these are not just all bingos. There's an 8-ball. Here's looks like an old boy. I just can't tell. I can't see what I was in here. And you can just see right here. Just take a look. Everything you see over there is deep. Over there is upright arcades. There's a dedicated Galaga. There's a dedicated Miss Pac-Man. There's a dedicated regular Pac-Man. Dedicated Millipede. Dedicated Centipede. There's a Kung Fu Fighter. There's a couple of pitching bats over there. There's probably 30 to 40 EMs standing on their end over there that me and a friend of mine took apart just to make room to bring in more stuff from another area, shop I had in another area. Again, I just want to show this to everybody. It's what's here. I don't like to show this a lot for fear of being hacked and stolen. But keep in mind, this area is completely under camera surveillance. And I hate to say it, but if you come here and steal from me, you won't leave. I will guarantee you that. You'll leave in a box. So that being said, I'm going to sign off. I wanted to show everybody this real quick as I walk out of here. It is what it is. It's been insane. Guys, this stuff didn't get here overnight, and I understand that it isn't going to leave overnight. This is a 15-year collection of stuff that I have just brought in literally from probably 25 to 30 states in this country over 15 years. And you just can't appreciate what's here unless you just come and look. You need parts, springs, levelers, clips, parts for bingos, flipper machines, you name it. Just endless paperwork, stacks of parts. And like I said, I'm in extremely trashed state right now as I've moved these games in here today. That's an impressive lineup of games, guys. And of course, I don't know what your all styles are or what you like, but that's okay. I have it. If I don't, I can get it. Yes, I don't have one of everything. I'm not saying that. But I do have stuff here that if you're interested in, give me a shout out. And like I said, you can just kind of see a little bit of the operation here. Just endless rows of cabinets. And, you know, I know it looks trash, but it is organized to my madness. And here's all kinds of paperwork. And here's all kinds of loose parts from the wall of whatever. A lot of this is new. All this is NOS. All this is stuff I bought to keep the show going. A little kitchen area there. I won't show names real quick, but that's the backup list of people waiting on stuff. And it's just, you can see it. I meant to turn it on in honor of Hugh tonight. See if I can turn that on, folks. Where's my light? There it is. That's for you, Hugh. Miss you, buddy. And just sitting around, you know, stuff that was given to me for Christmas a year or two back. And, you know, a lot of stuff holds special memories to me. You know, this right here was bought last year down at the beach. And, oh, well, you know, that is what it is now. So, you see it, folks. It's insane. I know it is. I need help. This is a 40 by 80. Yes, there's 3,200 square foot in here of just pinball ridiculousness, arcade ridiculousness. Little Forky, my little picture of Forky that my grandson colored for me is always here and present. And just little things, you know, you see my desk that I sit at and ponder and work, and there's a soundboard, some stuff I'm working on for a Sea Witch, and you see a little bit of the operation here. I'll turn my TV on tonight and kind of work my way into the middle of the night. So guys, gals, and everyone out, appreciate it. Again, I haven't delayed on the inventory list. Just keep in mind that it's extensive. So once again, here's the Lethal Weapon 3, Devil's Dare, the Big Game, oh, that beautiful Farfalla, the Sharpshooter, a sentimental, very sentimental Jack's Open. Doesn't look the same sitting there by itself, but that is what it is. And here's an Atlantis. Guys, I appreciate it. Have a good evening. I hope to come back tomorrow with another day video showing you the other side. And again, I will try to get an extensive list of what's here. Love you all, and talk with you soon.